There we
All
go.
right. Finally. Okay. Welcome, JDs and Lentilman. Today, if you just joined the stream, I have good news for you because we are doing a battle royale, a captain battle royale, and this is the first lobby of the event. In the commentary booth, you have me, Philoxen, your festival organizer and 6WC admin. Joining me today is gonna be the lovely commentator who has made a prep sheet for us, for our 6WC commentators. Make some noise for Timper, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, and how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How is everyone? And this is going to be fun seeing all these captains that played throughout this tournament duke it out in two lobbies over the coming 2 or 2.5 hours. It's going to be fun to see who is going to come out on top.
Indeed. So if you don't know the rules, guys, it's basically that we will have two lobbies. Each lobby will have 10 players maximum. This is the first one of them. Winner of each lobby will advance to the final lobby, and they will 1v1 on tiebreaker there. It's gonna happen around 16 UTC, but right now it is 14 UTC on the watch, and we are probably facing one of the, I think it's the most stacked lobby over here. It is 10 players. Unfortunately, the first map was not covered, but Winter unfortunately had to leave us because he got the lowest score. The win condition in this battle royale is score v2, so if you get the lowest score after each map, you get eliminated, and therefore, right now we are seeing a custom map from a custom song from Eraser, which is also a custom map made by Mint Ice Cream. It is gonna be Distant Solace, and I think without further ado, let's see how this goes. And yep, good luck to both. Good luck to both sides. Yeah, what we can say about the map itself, it is a very interesting nomad to a very outstanding one. You can already see some of those wiggly bursts here and there. The density of those is also pretty high. Right now, a lot of breaks coming across the board. So far, only Unknown and Rurup are holding alongside Satori the Pawn. Everyone else just crumbled. Same for Rurup, now it is just 2. And in the lower score department, it is right now Chlortal with only 30k score.
Yeah, this map is very kind of stacked streams, which are sometimes very hard to read, and you can see that a lot of players are having difficulties with that.
Yeah, this hardcore map is definitely one hell of a challenge for most of those captains right now. As mentioned, Chlortal not being able to get any sort of combo because we just seen one of the hardest sections of the map. It was your constant constant burst, constant stream, some reading here and there as well. This map is very devious. Unknown just lost their FC. Now it's just Satori Dupont with 600 combo. Looking forward to having doing that absolute god mode. Wannabe Ritsu also having 400 combo, same for Heidi Esu with 500. And Arongs finally managed to recover and find some. Satori might break, but those four, I'm pretty sure, are in the safe buffer zone.
Yeah, so they're about 99% accuracy, which is amazing, and definitely is going to be safe to go to the next round. But definitely Chlortal, and also the lower score is the next lowest score is actually Hin, I think, which is very far away from Chlortal.
Oh, and the speed section definitely showing the skill cap that most of those players have. Chlortal dropping a lot of those breaks. But honestly, same for everyone. There is no solid combos across the board anymore. As we're getting to the last KI of the map, I am pretty sure it's gonna be impossible to bring back, unfortunately, for the Australian captain over here, and we will unfortunately have to say goodbye to Chlortal.
Yeah, Chlortal is definitely going to be the one to be eliminated here, and we do have the confirmation here. Chlortal will be leaving us with 8 captains left.
Yep, not the last place. They can be very much proud of that performance. And now, since we missed the first map getting picked, the process of the next map being determined is basically our referee will roll 2 maps And then the players will have 30 seconds to vote for one of the maps that they want to play. The map that gets most votes will be played, which is the majority. And this is how it will go up until the very last map.
Yeah. So we're gonna play throughout the grand finals pool. Players will have 2 maps to choose from, and the one that's gonna be is chosen the most will be the one that's played. So we'll see what the players are gonna choose here.
Yeah, true. Right now we don't have the chat, but I don't think it very much matters. We can just talk about the players who we have here. Satori the Pawn, Russian captain, very strong player in our Trial by Fire event. Definitely qualified for the major lobby, the final one, which was also Battle Royale. Aranx, same goes for him, the carry of Team Kazakhstan and the captain as well. Definitely already popping off in this lobby, having solid chances of getting the first place out of anybody in this lobby. Then I have Heidi Essay, a Mexican carry, supported by Unknown from Argentina, very strong Latino Americano players. Then you have Hengst, Wannabe Ritsu, and What the Hell Bro. All of them are pretty big names in the 6-digit scene. Maybe some of them, like What the Hell Bro and Hengst, were not as popular in the 6-digit scene before 6WC, but they definitely made themselves a pretty recognized name. And now all of those beasts are gonna be playing on our Noma tree.
Yeah. Apparently Rurup, the Danish captain, also left the lobby.
Oh, huh?
So we're missing one extra player.
Wait, there's no way Rurup actually left the lobby. Rurup, by any means, he was not the last on any of those maps. But maybe something hit them up, who knows? But as we are finding out,
like
did they leave or? Huh?
They left a minute after. I don't know.
Wait, don't tell me Rurup actually thought they lost, because there is no way that happened. But yeah, regardless, this map, Nomad 3, one of the hardest maps of the pool, definitely given me those Burning Star vibes. Even though it is your alt map, it is CS 4.8, which definitely makes this map even harder than a normal Grand Finals Nomad 3. I'm not even like saying about those BPM change, very weird rhythm parts in the KIs, but this map, I think, definitely the one to look out for. And I believe the highest potential is gonna be going on here from Satori the Pawn or Heidi Essay, as those are pretty stable when it comes to that aim department. But right now, nothing is determined. Everyone is just getting misses across the board.
This map being more technical, the old thing is more tech heavy. People will have more problems with it, and you can see that a lot of players already lost their combos, and I think there's no FCs left on the board. Accuracies across the board not looking that great. The only accuracy that looks kind of decent is the accuracy from Heide, who's also in the lead, I think.
Yeah, as we get into our first KI, which is very much challenging, Heide Essa and X Unknown are actually the ones emerging victorious through that first KI. Unknown might fall, but it's already 70k score for him. And if you look at the scores, it's definitely one of the highest scores so far, because the lowest ones are being on Hinks and on What the Hell Bro with Aranx and Satori the Pawn. The upper row, which is Unknown, Heidi Essay, and Wannabe Ritsu, are definitely pretty much safe right now. But Hinks is the person who so far has having the lowest score, and they really need to hold on to that combo during the break. It was one of the easiest parts of the map, but finding a break right here is definitely not gonna be helpful for them.
Yeah, we see that bottom 3 all around 80,000. Definitely the one that's currently at risk is HNXD. And I think with about half the map left, it's gonna be quite hard to get back into this if they don't hold combo.
Oh, right, well said. I mean, just look at the second KI, everyone is constantly finding breaks. That is only making the situation worse for Hanks. What the hell, bro, actually somehow holding through that thunderstorm of breaks from the entirety of the lobby. Just, he is the one, the eye of the storm so far, being able to recover and almost actually top score the lobby. Only Hide the Asa having almost 200k. Everyone else having much more or less. Hinks right now having almost 150 combo, which is definitely very beneficial, but the accuracy is the thing that dragging him down. He is hitting that circular alt pattern. This is definitely still a chance for him to win, but if you look at the scoreboard, everyone else having more than 100k. Timper, I think it's really tragic right now. They need to hold.
They really need to hold, and they do throughout that square section. But is it going to be enough? Is there enough time for them to come back? It's going to be very close.
Is this doable? Wait, they are holding. Aaron's being the closest to him by score. It's only 30k score difference. They need to hold. No! The entirety of the lobby is missing. This is the KI, and this is the part I was talking about. That BPM change definitely just caught everyone off guard. And even if you practice that section, it is very difficult to hit that. And this is gonna be the nail in the coffin for HinXD, unfortunately.
Yeah, this at the end it became very close actually. If NXT did find that combo and kept holding it, it could have been very, very close. But now it's over for them and they will be eliminated from the lobby, and we're going to be left with 6 because Rurup left the lobby last time.
Ooh, this is tough. I mean, Timper, like looking at the last map, which was Noma 2, even Noma 2 was way more accessible than this one. Players were getting like 300, 200k scores, but now the highest is just 250. All the others are having around 100. What the hell, bro, is 219k, but still. One of the most hard maps of the pool. Good thing players got rid of it in the beginning, because if this was the map determining who would win the lobby, when like it was like 2 players, imagine, it would have been such a nerve-wracking map. So good thing we got rid of that hell, and we will see what will get picked next, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. We see people moving again. It's kind of annoying.
Kind of annoying. Yep, looks like we have 3 red, 3 blue. Aerox and Satorid Pond once again having the same color, those two having teaming up for a shit ton of tourneys. Ooh, that's Wings. Okay, dear guests, Wings of Threshold. A custom by Arx. Such a banger map, I would just say. It is your no mod 1 map, 4 minutes 30 seconds, but don't get me wrong, this is one of the most entertaining A maps of the entire pool and of the entire 6WC5 itself. Cause this map, you know, I would say it just inspires fear towards players, because this is one of the most intense aim maps of the pool. And it is 200 BPM, being almost 6 stars, raw aim here and there. Some aim patterns are also super tricky, and I think the hardest part of the map is of course the last KI, having that star pattern which is just across the screen, across screen jumps, and is gonna definitely be stealing the deal for some of those players, even if they will still keep us in until that moment.
Yeah, this map is very long as well, 4.5 minutes. So we're gonna see a very long map here.
Yeah. Looks like Wannabe said he's cooked. Well, what can I say, my brother? Wannabe is not your aim player. He is more of a tapping hard rock 2 player. So yeah, this is gonna be one hell of a challenge for them. We will see how this goes, but he needs to keep in mind that it is still 6 people in the lobby. Some of them might not be that strong. So we will see how this goes for him, and for now, we are faced with the first intersection of the map, which is already pretty challenging. It starts right now, and let's see how many misses we will get.
Find a miss from Unknown, and the rest of the lobby is actually holding quite well.
Ooh. Hey, Wannabe, you goddamn liar. What is... Oh, okay.
What did you say? What did you say?
Okay, revert that sentence. Right now, it is still 4FCs. Wannabe and X Unknown are fortunately falling behind the other four. Aaron, Satori, What the Hell Bro, and Heidi Assay having really nice scores, with Satori even having almost 98% accuracy. Same for What the Hell Bro. We are getting to a build up to the first KI. Here we go. The first constant jump section is hitting us up with Unknown break, and same for Wannabe Ritsu, while everyone else is just holding as they ever could. But What the Hell Bro and Satori the Pawn are gonna be finding those misses.
It's currently still Unknown who is at the lowest score.
Ooh.
I think it is Wannabe Ritsu who is close by that, but with them both holding now, it should be kind of stalling out the difference between them. And with Unknown breaking there, it's gonna be Ritsu that is gonna be running away with it.
Hey, Unknown, one of the most experienced 6-digit tourney players, being here for Team Argentina as a captain for many of 6WC iterations. Right now, having a chance, it is a threat for him. He is bottom scorer in the lobby. Wannabe Ritsu is running away, 160k score. Unknown needs to build up as we are getting to that bridge with many start pattern jumps, and Unknown is slowly but surely built. Now his combo, never mind, ladies and gentlemen. It is not gonna be doable for now. He needs another chance. Wannabe Ritsu needs to miss right now, but on the other hand, let's look at the higher scores. Currently, it is Aranx and Heidi Assay with the highest score. Satori the Pawn and What the Hell Bro are dividing the third place at the moment. And with that, we're gonna be seeing one of the more chill sections of the map, actually.
Yeah. This is one of the chiller sections where there's a lot of free combo to get, but Heidi and Wannabe Ritsu both find a break on these smaller jumps.
On the smaller jumps, wait, that's right, those monodirectional 1-2 jumps were definitely catching players off guard, but for some reason, most of those misses came from the beginning sections of those. And with that, we are getting to our last KI of the map. It is do or die for X Unknown, 200k score. He is catching up to Wannabe Ritsu very rapidly. He is getting all those jumps, Wannabe Ritsu. He is trying to build up his combo, but with that slider break, will it be the nail in the coffin for him is the question, because X Unknown is feeling better than ever. He is going off right now.
And he's overtaken Wannabe Ritsu. Unknown needs to find a break here for Ritsu to be safe, and they do.
Oh,
is it gonna be enough? I think it is.
Wannabe Ritsu versus X Unknown, 3k score difference, and we are seeing the outro of the song. Will this be enough for Wannabe Ritsu to run away from him? Unknown, yeah, unfortunately, I think this is the last section of that, but Wannabe Ritsu is missing. But guys,
yeah, it is.
Decent K score difference.
That was very close.
X Unknown was fighting with pride. He almost caught up to Wannabe Ritsu, but Ritsu at the end managed to recover. That miscount from X Unknown was crucial. 20 misses versus 10 misses, even though Unknown had a way higher combo. It doesn't matter. And with that, your captain of Team Argentina will have to leave us. Thank you so much, X Unknown, for showing up. And we hope you had fun, because, oh boy, we definitely had fun commentating that rivalry.
Yeah, that was so close. Definitely at the ending where Unknown held a pretty good combo and came back and even overtook Ritsu. But Ritsu did find enough combo at the end to stay in the lead.
Indeed, Wannabe Ritsu, by the tickle of his balls, he survived. And with that, we're gonna see him in top 5, your Ukrainian captain, left with Heidi Assay, What the Hell Bro, Satori the Pawn, and Aranx. Those 5 are just pure beasts. Wannabe read, so if you are watching the stream, please ignore the sentence I just said and focus on that no mod 6 pick that your referee and you guys voted for, because it's gonna be Take. Yeah, you heard that right. Timber, do you know what this map is?
Yeah, this is Take, the bamboo map. Or at least most people know it as the bamboo map. So we're gonna have a lot of Take in chat, I think.
Yes, sir. So basically what this map consists of is your BPM changes here and there, so many rhythm changes, and of course, it's just the skill set wise as well. Sometimes this map will turn into your speed section, your speed patterns, and just in general, it will become borderline speed. Sometimes it's gonna be pure reading, like those linear overlaps right in the middle of the map, and sometimes it's just gonna be your ult, your flow ult sections combined with your slider aim here and there. So definitely a very versatile map, and we will see who will emerge victorious on the map, because honestly, if you ask me, I would not be able to tell right away. All of those 5 players are pretty cracked in the game if they made it to top 5, and this lobby being a bit more stacked than the next one, speaking in advance. But Take.
Yeah. You can definitely see the BPM in the graphic at the bottom. 40 to 315 with the mostly 183 BPM. So we're gonna have a lot of speed up and speed down. So it's gonna be fun to see how these players deal with that. We have a Bancho being a little bit. Please? Okay, thank you.
Indeed. Yes, so far just the easier parts, but already that that linear curved circular pattern just stole away so many of those breaks. Only Aaron's having the full combo, but right after that thunderstorm of breaks, he is gonna be fighting a break right before the slow section. And now, as you can hear, Timper, it is a build-up to one of the highest BPM sections of the map.
Yeah, and it's Wannabe Ritsu and Satori that are currently digging it out between the two, because those are the two that are in the lowest score range, and both are holding so far. Throughout this fastest section.
Oh, everyone hit that, but right the essay just right away breaking before the slider aim section. Same for Wannabe Ritsu. It's just 3 players right now. What the hell, bro? Started the pawn. Just as I'm saying those names, they are breaking. Are you for real? Also, Aaron's is the only one holding, hidden through those reading patterns. What the hell, bro? Missing it once again, but even him is gonna fall down by that overlap.
He was actually the only one to miss on that overlap.
He was the only way. Wait, that's a crazy turning momentum right here. But I think regardless, Wannabe Ritsu, we need to point that out. Last time he did manage to save himself, but right now he is having the lowest score out of anybody. Everyone else is just doubling his score. We are entering an alternate section of the map, and it's not helping Wannabe Ritsu at all. Many breaks from him before is not gonna help, and the reading section is just ruining it for him.
Yeah, it's not looking good for Ritsu here. Satori Dupont actually ran away, even though they were very close at the start of the map. It's now that Ritsu not even reaching 80,000 score, with the map coming to an end here.
Yeah, that is pretty much it. This is the outer Wannabe Ritsu, unfortunately not gonna be saving his ass anymore, and gonna be getting your 5th place in the lobby. Thank you so much, Wannabe Ritsu, for showing up. And I mean, you're still gonna watch the stream, won't you? So yeah, you can commentate with us via chat and see the history being made. If it's gonna be Aaron's, if it's gonna be Hide Essay, What the Hell Bro, or Satori Dupont advancing to the final lobby.
Yeah, it's gonna be very close between these 4, I think. Because these scores, 227,000, 224,000, 209, and 206. So
Yeah,
on this map, it was very close.
I mean, hey, just keep in mind, those are the captains of one of the strongest teams of 6WC. Aranx being the captain of Team Kazakhstan, which got top 12 to top 9 place. Then you have Satori Dupont, who's the captain of Team Russia, and they get 4th place in the entire tournament. And then the other two, they are not that familiar faces, but Heide Esse is the captain of Team Mexico, and they get seed 6 in quals. Same for What the Hell Bro being the captain of Team Taiwan, who got seed 4. So all of those teams are really promising, even though all of them already seek those defeats. It doesn't matter. They all have great potential, and I can only guess what map they are deciding on right now. But Satori Dupont finally decided not to be so special and moved from the bottom slot to the upper slot. Never mind, he just fucking disappeared. What?
There we go.
Okay.
We're going into the 4-player overlay now.
They picked Hard Rock 2. They picked Hard Rock 2. Tears of Tragedy.
Dude. Oh.
They picked Tears of Tragedy.
Same
Yes, we have Tears of
position.
Tragedy in this tournament. CS 6.5. The drain is very helpful for the players, but it's very unlucky that Wannabe Ritsu got eliminated right before Hard Rock 2. His best skill set got picked. Very unfortunate over here. Yeah, even himself is saying of course in chat. But yeah, shit happens, and we'll see. But honestly, in terms of skill set, this map, what it consists of is just first short intersection with pretty challenging jumps, then you have the first verse, and then it's just gonna be a very long first and the last ki. Because the map, it is shorter than 2 minutes in drain, so it's gonna end pretty quickly, and it could even be some sort of RNG for the players. But with that, let's start the RNG itself. Good luck to all of the players, and what are your thoughts, Timber? Who do you think will get eliminated?
I have no clue. All these players are pretty close together, I think. I don't know how good they are. Some players I've not watched that much of. But Hard Rock 2 is definitely one of those maps that are very black and white. Either you're good at it or you're not.
Indeed. Let's see who will drop some Tears of Tragedy by the end of the map because of getting eliminated, and who will be happier than ever and will try to find their distant solace. But for now, it looks like it's gonna be Heide Esse, bottom score in the lobby just because of accuracy. It's 91, while everyone else having 95, and Satori Dupont was 97. Heide Esse fighting a break on that first verse. This is not looking great for them because this is one of the easiest sections of the map.
Heide finding another miss there. And they are currently the one with the lowest score. Aaron does find a miss, but it doesn't really matter with the score lead that he has over Heide. And Heide just keeps missing and cannot hold a combo for their life.
Oh yeah, one weakness Heide having is that inability to play that aim precision, and Hard Rock in general, the ki is no jokes for him, fighting breaks here and there. Even though everyone else finally found those breaks, it is too late right now. Satori Dupont and What the Hell Bro with more than 300k scores, and Aranx just finally beat the threshold and also got 300k score. With Heide Esse, the inaccuracy gaps and not enough precision for such map is gonna be the the nail in the coffin for him.
Is the map indeed coming to an end? It is Heide who will be leaving us.
Yeah, the last representative of the American continent is gonna be getting eliminated, dropping those Tears of Tragedy, while everyone else, they can be very happy. They have even more chances right now getting that victory in their own lobby and advancing to the final one. Aranx and Satori Dupont were definitely on my list when I was thinking, who will make it to top 2? But What the Hell Bro, definitely, I think, is the most underrated player of at least the earlier stages. being the captain of Team Taiwan, and Taiwan being known for not having like super carries, but they just generally have strong players, and this is literally what is happening. What the hell, bro? He is not top scorer in the maps, but he is feeling pretty much decent. He can play most of those skill sets on a very high level comparing to other 6 digits of the tournament.
First, Taiwan ending up in the 7th through 8th placement this year. Being pretty good team all around, and he's showing that here.
Yeah, indeed. Ooh, Timper, that is such
beggars.
a map. That's beggars. That's Cruella. We are getting Hard Rock 1 being played in our Battle Royale right before only 2 players are left. The third one is gonna be left in the dust on beggars. What a banger map. What the map consists of, I do remember some people saying, oh, it's a farm map. Well, honestly, not really. It is your light tech map. The KIs are very long in the map, I would say. First part of every of those 2 KIs consists of your drum and bass Amos bursts, but as we get to the second parts of each of those KIs, the map turns into a very challenging light tech sections that are only gonna get progressively harder, especially in the second KI, and those are the true diff spikes of the map. So considering the consistencies of all of those 3 players, I think we're only gonna be seeing breaks as we get to those parts.
Yeah, this map is very challenging. Definitely Hard Rock Tech is definitely one of those skill sets that are very much underrated in terms of difficulty. And I think this is going to be a very fun map to see these 3 players duke it out on and decide on the final 2 in this lobby.
It's so hype. I'm over the moon right now. And without further ado, beggars, your deal stealer is gonna be played right now. Good luck to all of the 3 last players. I think I glazed what the hell, bro, a bit too much. I think we know what's coming for him. Well, I hope not, because I always want to see some crazy performances and some very close rivalries. So far, everyone hit that flowy burst slash stream, and with that, we're gonna be at the build-up period of the map, getting to our first KI. So far, it is calm before the storm. No one is missing, even though What the Hell Bro having slightly worse accuracy than all the others. And with that, Timper, let's get the show started with the first KI starting right now.
Yeah, this is the first KI. A little bit of a burst tech, a little bit later. And we have Bancho pausing once again.
Oh, Bancho, I'm gonna touch you. What is this?
And we have it when you see it on screen, by the way.
Oh no. No,
okay,
Bancho knows what it's doing. Yep, honestly, even though What the Hell Bro said that he doesn't like Hard Rock, it doesn't look like that. The accuracy is of course not the best department that he is having right now, but he is still holding through that. With that, we are gonna be having a next build up to the even harder part of the KI, but What the Hell Bro right before that is gonna be finding a break. Well, Aaron's and Satori Dupont are just nailing through those, but Satori Dupont finally gonna be finding a break.
Yeah, but with What the Hell Bro having that low of an accuracy and again missing, it's not looking good for them. And both Satori Dupont and Aaron are gonna be running away. Definitely Aaron, who is still holding on. I'm sorry.
Nice cursing over here, Timper. He only gets to commentate one match in a week, but what quality, right? When pointing out Erung's main skill, the combo gaming, Erung's finding a break. Satori Dupont is now in the driver's seat, and What the Hell Bro is not so far keeping up with the players. The second KI is starting, it's not the hardest part, but he is already dropping his combo. Very unfortunate. This is gonna be a major tournament momentum, because that basically established that Satori Dupont and Arangs are not gonna be able to lose to What the Hell Bro on this type of a map.
Yeah, What the Hell Bro is basically half of the score of either of the two players, and with only a quarter of the map left, there's basically no way to come back from this. Definitely, if they have such a low combo compared to someone like Satoru, who is holding a pretty good combo. I'm so sorry.
No.
There's no way.
And this is and this is why.
Why?
And this is why we get Timper to commentate this matchup. It gets very much hilarious when Timper is in the room. Yeah, dear guests, what are they even writing?
It was
for
Xayra. It was Xayra in the previous match I did with him.
Mm-hmm.
He was just cursing all over the place, and now I'm the one that's doing it.
But yeah, after seeing those messages, yep, Erang's writing with the smoke for Kazakhstan, and Satori the Pawn writing a gay letter to Erang's, basically just writing with the smoke Erang and then a love heart. Definitely very interesting. And we get in some bromance rivalry for the last map of this lobby, with What the Hell Bro unfortunately having to leave us, and they do immediately once the map is over. With that, it is a 1v1 between Russian captain and the Kazakhstan captain. Erangs versus Satori the Pawn is gonna be your final rivalry. Those two are great friends, those two are great rivals, but only one of them will be able to challenge the god of the 6-digit captain of the scene.
Yeah. And with only 2 players left now, are we gonna go into a tie? Are we gonna play the tiebreaker, or is it just another map?
You know, that is a great question, but from what I remember, I think it should be a normal map or something. Because the script was that the tiebreaker is only supposed to get played in the final lobby, where the winner of each lobby 1v1 each other. Oh, Timper, I'm here. I'm hearing something very interesting.
I hear it as well.
Saying I'm not your boyfriend, baby. I am pretty sure this is DT4 anti-mode. Old. Oh fuck! Wait, what am I saying? DT4
Old
anti-mode.
It's old map.
It's old map.
It's map number 26,692 to be exact.
Hey. That's my goat EE mapping. That definitely very banger map with banger lyrics as well. Sung by 303, and this is basically what's supposed to answer all your questions. Why the lyrics are so interesting. But yeah, Erangs and Satori the Pawn, 2 heroes of their countries, and only one of them will advance. And how ironic that a pretty hilarious map is gonna divide those two apart.
Yeah.
Let's see how this goes, and let the strongest D ranker win.
Casey, are you?
Yeah, I think
Satori.
Oh,
Satori, no.
Satori, that was a mistake from you. You shouldn't have smoked that. But I think regardless, Aaron's just fighting a break right now. And one thing about this map is that the difficulty of the jumps is just not getting any easier from the beginning. And I think that also means that with that tendency, it's gonna be really problematic for Aaron's to keep his combo, because jumps are not gonna get easier by any means. And I'm pretty sure, ladies and gentlemen, this is the weakness of Aaron's that just now got revealed. I don't remember Aaron's being unable to play your old map low AR jumps, but looks like it.
Hey, definitely a weird map though, because this is DT with low AR.
Yeah.
So it is a lot different from normal low AR.
And see, this is why experience matters. Satori the Pawn is a tournament veteran. He played those maps before, just getting tricked by a fucking slider, but still, ladies and gentlemen, this is his favorite map because he knows those type of maps. He has played them in other tournaments while for Arongs, even though Arongs is a pretty experienced player and he has been playing 6-digit tourneys for over a year at least now, starting from 6EC. I don't think this is something that he has usually seen in tournaments, and this is why he's that uncomfortable with the map.
These maps definitely only come in later stages of a tournament, so a lot of players won't really have that much experience on them, and you can definitely see that on Aaron's side. Not comfortable with the map, just missing all over the place, and Satori also now finding some misses, but having built up that combo lead plus the score now as well, it's just Satori that is very comfortable right now.
Yeah, and that is a farewell for Arongs. This is probably his last 6-digit tournament, and what a way to go out, almost advancing to the final lobby, saying GG, well played. GG, well played, Arongs, for you as well. You definitely fought with pride, and you can be pretty much proud of yourself. 07's in chat for Arongs. Definitely been a pleasure watching this person play all of his previous matches, but now having to go out right before the final lobby, and Satori Dupont is gonna be the one advancing to it. Satori is doing it again. He won the European Trial by Fire Battle Royale lobby in our first pre-tourney event. Now he's doing it again. Looking forward to stealing the first place from everyone. We will see though who he will get as an opponent in his final match, because the second lobby is actually gonna start in 10 minutes, guys. And yeah, for now, Timper, I think this has been it, because for the next match, it's gonna be different commentators. I am pretty sure they can cook something up as well, but if you liked our commentary, do hit us up, because your feedback matters to us a lot. But Timper, do you have any last words to say, my guy?
Well, thank you very much for watching. And for me, this is probably the last match I'll be doing in this tournament for this year. So thank you very much for having me. And I hope to be back next year, maybe.
Yep, thank you too, man. Always a pleasure commentating. But that rounds it up. In the commentary booth, you had me, Philoxen, and Timper. Streaming the match was Jorian, and Raffin. The match was Wilvam. Thank you all, guys. You have been watching Project Hexagon stream for 6WC, and we will see you back in 10 minutes with our second Battle Royale lobby starting really soon. So stay tuned. There will be another stream ping, but for now, it's gonna be our staff team signing out. Bye bye, guys.
Bye.